There we go. All right. Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night here at Beyond the Airwaves Leveling Up, and since it's Wednesday, that means it's time for Warzone Wednesday. We'll have stories that'll make you laugh, think, cry, get upset. We could fire off a rant rocket or two or three. Never know. Anyway, I'm your host for tonight. I am Oblongstream. I'm currently joined on the line by two of my crazy cohorts. First, to below me is our resident joker, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Good evening, everyone. Forgot to change my name. Ha! There we go.
Yep. And of course, since it is Wednesday, that means Mike, 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 Mike.
What day is it, Mike?
Yep. It's Wednesday.
Sumi is in the chat and she's asking, is Joker in a different area? No, I am not. I am still in my office. I just have the light turned off with this on.
Yeah.
Bright light!
I decided to change it up just a little bit. So sorry if it seems a little weird to you.
Yeah. And to my left, we have our AZ Magic Man, Janet. Hello, Janet.
Hello.
And we got Goatman and Sumi in the chat room. And Sumi says, "Ah, my eyes."
Yeah, I figured that would happen.
It's like, no, the light, said Dracula.
Whatever you do,
I'm
don't look at the
melting!
light.
I'm melting! Wait a minute. That's...
Stay away from the light.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna put this back.
Oh, there's Craig too. Good evening,
Hi, Craig.
Hi, guys.
All right, but anyway, let's see. I got a nice surprise at my job today. Since today was Administrative Professionals Day, I received a $25 gift card from Amazon, courtesy of them. And here's the fun part: the head of the human resources, she sent an email saying if you received an email about a $25 Amazon gift card, that is not spam.
That's awesome.
Because you see, I also had this too. Every once in a while we get these supposed emails, and we have to find out whether or not they are fake or fish emails, because we actually have a little program called Fish Alert, and they test you to see if it's an actual, if it's an actual scam email that they sent. And sure enough, it was.
Nice.
It wasn't, you mean?
No, it was a scam email, but it was
The
not.
Amazon gift card one?
No, 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 no,
Different
no, no, no,
email.
no, not no. This was a different thing. Something about you. $28,000 was added to your account. It's like, I already know that's fake.
Yep. The best way that I figured out if it's real or not is if I highlight over the email address
Exactly.
in my spam.
That was something I learned when I had to watch those videos. But it makes sense. They actually give us like videos we have to watch to understand what to be on the lookout for, especially in terms of email.
Because if the email comes with all kinds of jumbled, then it's obviously spam.
Yep.
This weird
And in some
masked
cases,
up email address.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have an easy way to tell when I get a fake email from my bank.
What's
It's a
that?
Bank of America email, but they say your account has been compromised. Click this link.
Yeah, whatever you
But my
don't.
Windows Defender blocks it.
That's
So it
good.
doesn't get to the website.
That's good, but still, be careful. That's why I've learned never to click on them in the first place. Because that was something that was part of the learning process. For doing learning the cybersecurity protocols at work. So, but yeah, I think usually it's like once a week they'll give you like they'll send an email out to see if you can spot whether you know it's a PHISH fish email.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. I like that.
Kara was having problems getting her doorbell camera to work. It's her internet, not her email. But she asked me, she wanted to find out if it was an email, was her internet, her Wi-Fi or her email. Well, Turned out it was her Wi-Fi.
Not surprising. That's usually the culprit in a lot of cases.
But you know what? I sent her an email to her email saying, this is a test of the Goodyear friendship system.
Yeah, this is a test of the Goodyear friendship system. This is only a test.
And also, Sumi says it's Goaty's birthday tomorrow. I don't know what time it is for you, but happy early birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Goat Man.
Yep. Yep. And
Happy
I will be
birthday
catching
to
his stream at
you.
some point.
Bleat loudly and carry a big stick. Sorry. I'm sorry I could resist. 3 hours until I'm a year older, says Goat Man.
Have birth. Have birth.
Yep. Happy birthday, Pettibo. Yeah.
To quote the 8-bit drummer, have birth.
Ah, that's one way to do it. Yeah, well, of course, today here in Alabama, it is a very, very somber anniversary for us because today, 11 years ago, on this exact day of the week, worst tornado outbreak ever. Seriously.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, because, I mean, you want to talk about
It creamed Tuscaloosa University.
No, it creamed Tuscaloosa. It didn't quite hit the university. Amazingly, because I remember there's that video of that tornado not too far from the University of Alabama. It missed the stadium by just 250 yards.
Also, Sajo is in the chat room. Hello, Sajo.
Hey, Sajo. Hey, Sajo. But yeah, I mean,
know. I watched a tornado video where they took a roof, just peeled it back like opening a fucking sardine can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, this was, it was so bad here. I mean, let me put it this way: there were actually two waves of storms that day. The first was early in the morning, from like 3:45 to 9 a.m. And then the second started like 2 p.m. didn't end till 11:30 that night. But I mean, that is the day that everyone no longer took tornadoes as a joke.
I don't know why they did in the first place.
No, it's just that, you see, the thing is, the forecasts have been there a week in advance, and people were ready for it. The problem was there were like, I think, 5 EF5 tornadoes, a lot of EF4s. The one in Tuscaloosa was an EF4, so.
Lord.
I thought it was a 5.
No, there were some EF5s, but the one in Tuscaloosa was not.
Either way, it did some damage.
It did significant damage, and 324 people died that day, including over 250 in the state of Alabama alone. So, I mean, that was rough. But here's the amazing part. I mean, I remember, I've seen the picture of all those polygons. It's like if you go from Montgomery southward, one tornado warning polygon. You go maybe no more than 15 miles north, it's all red with those red tornado warning polygons.
Oh, I'm assuming that's a weird way of spelling Goaty's deathbed.
Oh God.
Oh, Futaba.
What was it? There was a movie called Death Day, I think, wasn't there?
There was, yeah, where the day happened over and over and over, and kind of.
And she kept dying, and like a Groundhog Day, but.
You're dying consistently for whatever reason.
That's it.
She's trying to find out the mystery. I never seen it, but I read the synopsis for it.
Mm-hmm.
Bizarre as hell.
Oh, of course. If it ain't bizarre.
It ain't bizarre food.
Nope.
But
yeah, but let's see. Now, something interesting happened today, or I don't know how many days it's been. There was something called Cinemacon or something. Let me look this up because it was talking about movies that were all coming out this year or something.
While you're doing that, Futaba says, exactly the reference. Sharp group you are. Well, thank you. And Ash is out there going, no.
Okay, here we go. Cinemacon is apparently a convention that takes place in Las Vegas. It's going on now through tomorrow. And you're
What
not going to believe
hotel?
the Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Fair use. I'm claiming fair use on that one.
Yeah, let's see. It is the largest and most important gathering of movie theater owners from around the world. So let's see. Yeah, there's a lot. What? Let's see. There's a golf outing, gallery now live. Yeah, but I mean, apparently there have been a lot of things going on for this thing because they've already they've already put out like several minutes worth of, I think, what was it, Doctor Strange and let's see, Doctor Strange, and I think they put a little bit of Black Panther. I think there's gonna be a Shazam 2 trailer coming soon. Seriously. And you know what? I haven't even bothered to look at the new Lightyear trailer yet that they had already put out. So, I mean, I didn't even know they had such a thing. But since I don't know the movie theater, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay. I am Steel. I'm a Steel Wino?
Oh, what?
Nani?
Okay, it's on Jack and Con official. Claim your name. Let's see, Shirley, you would be Mighty Hornet.
Okay.
And Mike, you would be Agent Hornet. You take the first letter of your first and last name. It's one of those fun little things on
Oh yeah, those things.
Facebook.
Yeah, it's one of them things.
Yeah.
Okay, but oh yeah, the Batman. There's gonna be a sequel.
That's not surprising.
Yes, it's already done so well.
Yup.
Yes, me. Let's see. Oh, there was some breaking news. Something about Elon Musk doing something wrong, and he may be in a bit of a pickle about Twitter.
Oh no.
I'll tell you what, if he does too much to change Twitter, I'm dropping my account.
Well, I'm not because I follow too many good people.
Yeah, same. I'm not gonna leave it. But if this is all true, then there's a chance that the deal will just break.
Fizzle.
Yeah.
Because the contract, from what I understand, the contract hasn't been signed yet.
No. And it's like there was some updates. I saw some updates. Yeah, I got it. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking it up. So, bullying.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, Musk and the other guy, what's his name?
Hmm.
Uh, he's picking on the other guy.
I.
Can't remember his last name. Musk and the one that owns Amazon.
Mhm.
Musk is sniping at him all the time.
Okay.
But I was like, Twitter, more like twatter.
Well, you see, I don't post a lot on Twitter, and I follow a lot of people on Twitter, so I really don't want to lose
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
I don't post on Twitter either. I mean, the only thing that I do is spam for
Mhm.
my streams, and that's about it.
All I know is I follow George Takei, Mencken, Jamie Anderson, Dan Abrams.
Okay. All right. Now this is breaking. Elon Musk loses his bid to terminate the consent decree he entered with the SEC. None of the arguments hold water. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Most will request certain administrative subpoena issued by plaintiff. For the following reasons, the motion is denied. Okay. Keep it on this one because it's just getting weirder.
Are you going to read it to us?
No, it wasn't much. There's not. Just have to wait and see what happens first.
To be continued.
Mm-hmm. To be continued. Oh, okay. Hang on. Uh, it looks increasingly like Elon Musk will withdraw his $44 billion takeover offer for Twitter. Let's see. All right. I think I may find. And this is from Reuters, so this is one I trust. All right. Let's see. Here we go. 4 years ago, Elon Musk vowed to set up a peanut brittle company to take on Warren Buffett's iconic U.S. confectioner C's candies. Or is it candles? It's candies. Then he changed his mind. It would be surprising if Musk's $44 billion deal to buy social network Twitter went the same way. Sure, the Tesla boss was clearly serious about acquiring Twitter as of recently. The financing from Morgan Stanley is shored up. The agreement includes a fee of $1 billion that he or Twitter would have to pay if they renege on the contract. And
Renege.
renege, I'm sorry, I can never get that word right. Renege on the contract. And Twitter's lawyers even wedged in a so-called specific performance clause, which could theoretically force Musk to buy the company if he threatens to back out, though in practice this could probably be settled by adding to the break fee. There are good reasons for him to get cold feet. The biggest is Tesla. The electric vehicle maker's stock has fallen around a fifth since Musk first revealed his stake in Twitter, partly because Musk may sell shares to fund his new adventure. If Tesla's stock bounces back, likely if the Twitter deal falls away, the $40 billion of recouped wealth would more than make up for the break fee. China is a major sticking point as well. Tesla produces half of its vehicles there, as well as a quarter of its revenue. But Twitter is no friend of the People's Republic, most recently for defying Beijing in its handling of content related to Hong Kong protests. China could easily hold Tesla to ransom if a Musk-owned Twitter didn't play ball. That's uncomfortable for a self-professed free speech absolutist. In reality, Musk's absolutism probably won't survive a Twitter deal anyway. European Union Commissioner Thierry Breton told the Financial Times this week that the company must police illegal or harmful content or risk being banned. In the United States, where regulators are less aggressive, other technology firms could effectively create the same threat. Apple, for example, gets to decide which apps appear in its influential store. Pardon me while I grab some water because my mouth's dry. Let's see. Hmm. One thing makes it easier for us to walk away before any of this becomes a problem. The market partly anticipates it already. Twitter's stock is currently trading 11% below his offer price, a fairly wide spread for a deal with little antitrust pushback. Musk tweets criticizing some company actions, potentially flouting the merger agreement, already suggests he might be starting to lose interest. Most likely, Musk's attention will wander elsewhere. It wouldn't be the first time. So there may be hope yet, but I've got some good reasons not to leave.
That's one of them, too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, but yeah, that's the story. It looks like Elon Musk could be backing out because he already started controversy by going after a couple of executives, especially one who banned Donald Trump.
That's not surprising.
No. I mean,
Dumbass.
here's my thing.
Oh,
Here's my thing. If Donald Trump somehow gets back on there, I don't think he will. If he did, all I gotta do is block him. That's easy.
I think I've already blocked him on my side.
Well, he got banned from Twitter anyway, so
I know, but I think I blocked him before he got banned.
yeah, okay. Yeah, but
Okay.
oh, something not horrible happened earlier today. What you talking
What
about,
happened
Sue?
to me?
What about Sumi?
What's going on?
Sounds like
Oh, you
Iron
meant
Chef.
horrible.
Oh,
Something
I
horrible
mean
happened.
horrible. Oh, okay.
What happened to me? Lay it on us.
Hey, don't lay it on too heavy. I'm warm.
Ugh.
I am currently watching Modern Marvel on YouTube.
Mm, that's a good
Watching
show. That is a
through
good
the.
show.
Oh yeah, I love watching it.
But yeah, it looks like Twitter could be safe after all.
Good.
Thank
Then I
goodness.
won't threaten to leave.
Yeah. It was like I said, I got too many good reasons to take. I follow Greg Grunberg, Jamie Anderson, Richard James, let's see, James Spann, Josh Johnson, and Manny Kern are two of our four WSFA meteorologists. Excuse me. You know,
Weather people.
yeah, I call them meteorologists.
Well, you don't necessarily have to be PC.
Well, no, I mean, a lot of people started calling, so people started calling weatherman, weatherwoman, weather girl. And I agree with that. It's better to be called a meteorologist. It covers everybody.
Just like flight attendants can cover either
Oh
male
shit.
or female.
Yep.
Hold on.
So
Sumi said so. I went to the beach for a small celebration for summer break during being extremely close. While sitting by the shore, the waves dragged me into the water, submerging and nearly drowning me. Yikes.
that sounds like a rip current. That
Yeah,
is
that
definitely
sounds like
sounding
a
like a rip
rip
current.
current. Yikes.
Yeah,
Sumi, I know how you feel. Oh, you remember that they were going to dissolve Disney World's special tax status?
it turns out they
Yeah.
may not be able to.
They can't. Florida can't dissolve the special tax until debt is fully paid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to read the article. I'm
Yeah, but
just.
I
Yeah,
think that's about $1 billion worth.
Good
So
luck,
Oh, damn.
Florida.
I'm not even going to look at that one.
yeah.
Good luck, Florida.
I'm
Twitter
sorry.
account deactivations following the Elon Musk deal. Here's what we know. I'll read that one.
Okay.
Do you want the link?
Yeah, it's all right.
It was posted 1 hour ago. Twitter account deactivations following the Elon Musk deal. Here's what we know. Ever since Twitter announced the sale to Elon Musk, public figures have been seeing wild fluctuations in their follower counts on the platform, and the activity seems to be following partisan lines. Sorry, didn't mean to get politics in there.
No, I mean it's part of the story this time. There's not really a choice
Part of
here.
the story
Popular
we not moving
conservative
into.
accounts have been gaining followers en masse. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has gained 130,000 followers since the Monday announcement, compared to 6,700 in the previous 2 days, according to the social media tracker Social Blade. Senator Ted Cruz, Republican,
Gates.
Matt Gates, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis have seen similar uncharacteristic jumps. Conversely, progressive leaders have been shedding followers. Senator Bernie Sanders lost 18,000 followers on Tuesday, making the first day in April in which he lost followers as opposed to gaining them. Senator Elizabeth Warren lost 14,000, while Speaker Nancy Pelosi lost nearly as many, according to Social Blade. The Verge collected Social Blade data from the top 50 conservatives and progressive Twitter accounts, and found that the conservative accounts increased their follower accounts 10 times their usual daily rates, while popular progressive accounts collectively lost hundreds of thousands of followers. Twitter released a statement saying that the fluctuation appeared to be organic. We've been looking into recent fluctuations in follower counts. While we continue to take action on accounts that violate our spam policy, which can affect follower counts, these fluctuations appear to largely have been a result of an increase in new account creation and deactivation.
Hmm.
The statement read, "We'll continue looking to these follower count fluctuations. In the days leading up to the deal's approval, many Twitter users unhappy with Musk's rhetoric threatened to quit the platform should he take control of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag RIP Twitter trended on Tuesday. The data appears to suggest that many of these users followed through on their promises. Conservatives, meanwhile, celebrated Musk's deal and argued that its announcement was drawing right wing users back to the platform. Okay, hold on. We patriots, in parentheses, have a lot of unfinished business left to settle on Twitter, QAnon influencer Qta wrote on Telegram. According to Times Vera Bergengruen, others made more unfounded claims. Donald Trump Jr. alleged that the wild swings were due to internal decisions made by Twitter to appease their new owner, who has touted freedom of speech protection as one of the key reasons for his purchase. I don't have any water with me. Hang in there. Many conservatives believe that Twitter is secretly suppressing certain accounts to make them less popular through shadow bans.
Mm-mm.
Conversely, a study from Indiana University Bloomington last year found evidence of pro-conservative bias on the platform. And there's more, but I'm running out of voice.
Mm.
Shirley,
Okay.
running.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Let's
see.
see.
Sumi said, "Thank God there was a lifeguard out there, or I would have been gone. My spare pair of glasses got lost in the sea, but that at least I'm alive. My mom and dad went out to go get some towels at a stand while I was sitting there, so that made it double horrifying." Wait a minute.
Then
They could have gotten towels for her to cool off, because that water could get cold.
yeah, but they went to get the towels before it all took place.
Oh.
Yeah, so the fact that they weren't there, they didn't catch it until they got back.
Mhm.
Sumi, I know how you feel about undertow. I got caught in an undertow when I was 13 and shit panicked like you wouldn't believe.
Mhm.
Yep. But it's
The weird
no
thing about it
fault.
was, thing about it was, I was above above a sandbar, but the waves were bouncing me up and down, and I couldn't touch bottom.
Mm.
So I thought I was deeper than what I was.
Yeah.
But she also said, I'm so happy I can hold my breath for long periods of time. I was probably under the water for a whole minute before a lifeguard saved me. You have no idea how relieved I was.
Yeah.
Whew.
My lifeguard was a guy on a surfboard.
Nice. But you're alive, and that's all that matters.
Yes, Sumi, you're here.
Hmm?
Let's see if I can find any other interesting.
Mm.
Oh, God dang. I'm not going to read the article, but Illinois family finds preserved McDonald's food from over half a century ago in home's wall.
Okay, that's all we need to know on that one. Oh boy. I think I just
Okay.
found something that's going to make you mad. Ready for this? From the police. Customer arrested after stabbing Jimmy John's employee over a sandwich order.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Yeah. So, alright, this is fairly short. This is from High Point, North Carolina. Police in North Carolina are investigating a stabbing that occurred earlier this week at a local fast food restaurant. The High Point Police Department said officers were called to a Jimmy John's location on Main Street Monday night with reports of an employee who was stabbed. Police say customer Demetrius Holman, 45, came to the store to complain about her order that evening. She then threw several items at an employee and stabbed her with an edged weapon. According to police, workers told them that Holman was known to staff and had previously been refused service. Authorities said the 16-year-old female employee was taken to Moses Cone Hospital for treatment. High Point police said Holman was later arrested at her home and is facing charges that include assault with a deadly weapon and injury to real property for the damages to the store.
Idiot.
Honestly, I have had orders go wrong every so often, but I'm not gonna go off on them. I just call me, walk to them. Excuse me, I think there was a mistake made. That's it.
Yep.
All I know is I know the kids got to earn money, right?
But I mean, I'll be honest.
It's not worth it though when you risk your life every time you go into work.
Yeah, exactly. Because
All I have to say about that is priorities.
yep. I mean, and there's some cases like they want to start working as soon as they can so they can like, start establishing their resume and so forth, which that's fine. Some people are willing to take that risk. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Okay, let's see. Oh my god.
But
There are people out there trying to get Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer banned next Christmas.
Why?
wait, what?
Yeah. Let me see. Well, I'd like to know what the date on this thing is. Or is this one of those satire ones?
What website?
Well, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find out.
Hey, wish the Phoenix Suns good luck tomorrow night.
Okay.
If
Good
they
luck.
win tomorrow night, they'll win the best of 7 against New Orleans Pelicans.
Yep. The New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, so, alright, here it is. This is from shared.com. I think this one's real. It seems everywhere you look, there are folks out there who are bound and determined to criticize and complain about everything. Instead of trying to enjoy what life has to offer, they are out to find something to complain about. Unfortunately, there are a lot of targets for these folks to choose from. What's wrong with trying to understand that no one is perfect, and despite imperfections, they can still contribute a great deal to our society? It seems that it's up to us to choose whether or not we want to try and enjoy the good or just focus on what's wrong with everyone and everything. Sadly, the Christmas classic special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is one of the latest victims of such criticism. You've probably seen the original puppet animated special over a dozen times. After all, it's one of those holiday classics that's usually always showing somewhere during the holidays. But it seems there are some people out there who decide to take issue with several characters in the film. For example, they focus on the fact that Santa and pretty much everyone else at the beginning of the film come across as bullies. For those who've not watched the film, here is a brief recap. Roof, Roof. Rudolph is a young teenage reindeer. He has a red nose that glows every once in a while, especially when he becomes excited. Early in the film, he experiences rejection within his community and sets out to find a place where he can fit in. Soon, Rudolph comes across Hermie, an elf who desperately wants to become a dentist, and prospector named Yukon Cornelius. Together, the unusual trio embarks upon a journey through the winter forest and encounters an abominable snowman as well as an island full of misfit toys. Rudolph wants to help the toys, so he travels back to the North Pole on Christmas Eve. However, it turns out the evil Snow Queen whips up a wicked snowstorm that Santa can't navigate his sleigh through. But in comes Rudolph with his glowing red nose. He's very excited, you see, for the win. He guides Santa and the other reindeer through the snowstorm and saves Christmas. This holiday classic, which is narrated by a snowman, voiced by Burl Ives, has become an iconic holiday tradition for generations. It's really a must see for every kid and even adults who want to relive the first time they glued themselves to the TV to watch the special. However, there have been some recent complaints about nearly every imaginable angle in the storyline that reveal an entirely new and cynical way of interpreting the characters. One complaint centers around Hermie. You see, this poor elf has a dream to become a dentist, and he can't help but express his passion throughout the film. However, the critics only see a creepy psychopath who has a sinister obsession with teeth. Oh boy. Even Rudolph, you remember the bullied star of the film, gets criticized. Apparently, critics feel that his relationship with Clarice the reindeer he has a crush on is too shallow and reinforces negative sexist stereotypes. They feel that Rudolph should pump his brakes after saving Clarice. They say that he should not think he's entitled to her affection just because he saves her. Rudolph's painted as a pushy chauvinist. Let's see. Well, I guess we all have a right to our opinions, but come on, folks. You really have to try to ruin something that was meant to be
It's,
pure and innocent
it's
from.
just like when the BLM movement started.
Hmm.
The African American community wanted to take Chase out of Paw Patrol
Hmm.
because he was a police officer dog.
Yep.
Was he?
Hmm.
Because he was a police. Remember that, Shirley?
Yes.
So do I.
So
Why am I
stupid.
not surprised?
Okay, people, it's just a cartoon.
Yeah.
A classic cartoon meant for entertainment and entertainment only. Get
Hmm.
your head out of your behind, smell the roses, wakey wakey, chicken bakey.
Yeah.
Just because you see something that other people don't doesn't mean you have to spread that filth to others.
Yeah.
Don't
Exactly.
don't ruin it for the kids.
Uh.
Mm-hmm.
Do not fucking ruin it for the kids.
Oh.
Yeah. There was
Right?
so. Yeah. There was something about Frosty the Snowman too. I'm trying to remember what it was. Something about Frosty the Snowman being entitled to a hat or something. Let's see. Frosty the Snowman complaints. Okay, Frosty the Snowman controversy. Let me see what it was. Let's see.
Oh, stupidity at its finest, I
Oh, of
swear.
course. Absolutely.
And we can't blame you know who for it either.
No. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Frosty. Yeah, some people complain about Frosty having no pants on. Seriously?
The
It's a
snowman!
snowman!
It's a snowman! Oh my god, you can't make this shit up, folks!
No.
Holy shit.
Mm-mm. No. Oh boy.
Uh, I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
Yeah, that
Thank
sounds about right.
Oh my god, get me off this planet.
Let's see.
Uh, I don't want to lean too far because of bright light.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there was complaining about that magic hat because people saying, "No, the hat belongs to the magician. It doesn't belong to Frosty."
Oh,
Oh.
for the
The
love of
magician
fucking.
gave it to the snowman, if I remember correctly.
No, no, according to the original cartoon, the hat blew away in a wind and it somehow landed on Frosty's head.
Yes, that is right.
Well, that's just part of the story, though.
Yeah. But honestly,
Thanks, Craig. Craig was messaging me back and forth on Steam.
that's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah, entertainment for kids. Thank you, Craig. That's it. Supposed to be
exactly.
entertainment for the whole family. That's
Yeah.
what it's about.
And if the kids have a question, the parents can
Should be there to
explain.
ask. I mean, answer as best they can. They may not provide, they may not provide the perfect answer, but they could try.
I agree with you.
But honestly, sometimes it goes too far.
Way too far.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
it's like the song "White Christmas."
What was
People want
that?
people want to get that song banned because they think it's racist. It's got to do with snow.
Not the color of a human skin.
Yeah. And there's that song "Baby It's Cold Outside." some people think, oh, that's an invitation to something bad happening to a woman. No, it's not.
It's just music. Come
Yep.
on.
See,
People
Craig
give
said
shit about
yeah.
metal.
Craig said we just stick to Hallmark Channel since a lot of the content there is regulated for PG audiences, family safe television. That is true. That is true. But one show I definitely one show. Let's see. What was a Hallmark? Yeah, Hallmark Channel has a show called The Good Witch with Catherine.
No, not no. I'm talking to Craig.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he's. Let's see. He's just messaging me back about the conversation that we're having.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Like, he's like, every song ever written by a white dude is racist. Rock music, racist. Country music, racist. Electronica, racist.
Yep.
And also they consider like heavy metal and rock music devil's music. Like,
Well, that goes back way back.
Yeah.
all of that just makes me want to slam my head against the desk.
Yeah.
I
Because it's
won't.
like,
I won't though, because I don't want brain damage. Thank you very much.
yeah. Yeah. Chris said Good Witch was a great show on Netflix too. Yeah.
Never seen that.
Yeah, it's actually it's one of those shows where you got someone, I think her name is Catherine Bell. She was on JAG for a long time, but she ended up doing this show I think for like 5 or 6 seasons, which is actually pretty good. But she was basically a good witch. Like you wouldn't see her like overtly using any powers or anything. It's just it'd be one of those. It's that subtle thing which I actually like. It's good at times you don't have to show it overtly. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, to be like Ace walking past Friedrichs, giving him a nudge spell.
Yeah. 7 seasons. Yep, thank you. I know it was a lot. I know it was at least 5, so I just couldn't remember. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate it. But yeah, and so that's right. There were several movies. She's right about that too. The movies actually started first, then along came the TV series.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. But I'm so sick of all this controversy about you can't call it White Christmas. Yes, you can. It's got to do with snow.
Exactly. That's the whole idea of that.
Yeah.
People want to be stupid. Let them.
Yeah.
Eventually, they will figure it out the hard way. But
Mhm. Unfortunately, sometimes they won't. It's one of those feel-good shows where it emphasizes more morally correct ideas rather than crazy. That's true. That is true.
I'm
One thing I admire about Hallmark Channel's movies, they don't, they don't delve into total craziness. And for some people, it's a fresh change. I don't mind changing that from, say, watching a show in the Arrowverse ever so often. But what's interesting is I know there are like several actors from the Arrowverse have shown up in Hallmark Channel movies. The biggest shocker for me was Stephen Amell himself.
oh yeah.
Yeah. What was that one? When the Heart Calls. He showed up in the very first movie, and I just about could not recognize him because whenever I would see Stephen Amell, I would be used to seeing him with a mustache and a beard. In this movie, he had neither. And I looked at, wait a minute, isn't that Stephen Amell? I looked up like, that is Stephen Amell.
Yeah. Craig says, I get my fair share of horror movies and games, but sometimes I want something
Not so
not
Yeah, that is
charged.
true. That is absolutely
Yeah.
true. Because there'll be times like I'm charged up, and it's like it's nighttime. I want to wind down, so it's either gonna be the Norwegian train ride I watch on Pluto TV. It's like the best thing. Now, one thing I was never happy about, Netflix had some of the slow TV stuff too, like an 11-hour trip through the fjords in Norway. They took it down. It's like, damn you, I like that. But yeah,
All about that.
there are sometimes like I just want to chill out at night, not worry about it. Because
I've noticed.
one of the
I've
things.
noticed.
Uh huh.
I've noticed that when it's something good on Netflix, Hulu, whatever streaming service will take it down and leave the pile of dreck up.
Yeah. But oh, I lost my train of thought. Shit.
All right.
They got rid of a lot of
Um,
good shows, and yeah, that is true. That's so true. It's like I was never a big fan of Seinfeld at all. It lasted a long, long time. I loved Manimal as a kid. Lasted only 8 episodes.
that's insane.
But yeah, what's really bad was NBC did the wrong thing that year. They put it up against Dallas.
Oh,
That was one of the biggest killers. It's like, why did you put it against Dallas? It's just part of the problem is there are people who want to nitpick every little thing.
yeah, that drives me nuts as well. Like,
Yeah, I
really, come
mean,
on, just enjoy the show.
yeah, I mean,
Enjoy the
unfortunately, it's in
music.
politics too. I really don't want to bring it up,
Oh
but
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. Unfortunately, entertainment, politics, books, and say, oh no, we can't have this. J.K. Rowling, of course, she's got her own controversy with, not being supportive of the LGBTQ. But I feel like I still have all the books. I'm keeping all the books. I'm not going to burn them. I'm just going to enjoy the books for what they are.
Exactly.
Do I agree with her? No. But I say I've had those books for 20 plus years. I'm not about to give them up.
Agreed.
It's just so ridiculous. Today it's so ridiculous. People get triggered over everything.
Oh yeah.
And I'll admit, there may be times I've gotten triggered too. So I think we all have at
Same.
one point, at least.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree.
it's just so ridiculous how sometimes social media can be a good thing, but in some cases it can be a bad thing. Like for example, when there's that severe weather coverage interrupting your favorite TV show, me it's like I'll watch the highlights later. This is more important. They're trying to save lives.
Exactly.
See, I can get that. I don't care if it's a key episode. It's like in this case, their coverage goes first because
Exactly.
like I said, 11 years ago to the very weekday today, we had all those tornadoes. I'll bet nobody was thinking about any TV that day because this thing was like I said, it was forecast a week in advance. So I suspected there weren't going to be any networks showing, you know, the big TV shows and such.
Right.
I know they have a regular lineup on the Weather Channel, but I bet
Hmm.
it's subject to change.
It is subject to change if there is an imminent threat of severe weather or sometimes snowstorms. They've done that too.
Yep. Especially if there's like a very big storm that's coming through. They always watch that as well.
Yeah, like the derechos. You know.
You would think, though, that this being the anniversary of the severe weather outbreak 11 years ago, they'd switch up the programming,
Mm, yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's just I feel like everything is so woke. And I mean on both sides, not just one. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree.
It's like it's on both sides. It's like it's like what was it? Some senators were getting upset about some of the Dr. Seuss books getting canceled. It was the Dr. Seuss family. I can't remember what the exact name of the Dr. Seuss group, something like that. They're the ones who chose to cancel it. Nobody forced them to cancel it.
Right.
It was their decision because they decided that a couple books here and there were kind of racist. They decided on their own.
Yeah.
They made the decision. The same thing, the Space Jam. movie, the new one with LeBron James, a key character is missing, Pepe Le Pew. However, Warner Brothers had already planned this long before the movie that Pepe would not be in it.
Right.
So it's like, why didn't you complain then? And even then, there's not much you can do. Now, in the case of Sonic the Hedgehog, enough complaining actually worked.
Yeah, there was a reason why they complained about it, because Sonic did not look right,
No.
and
And
people
in
were
this
not
case,
happy
in
about
this
it.
particular case, it was a right call to complain, and it worked.
Yep.
Because if there's one thing I don't like is when they try to do some sort of movie and some sort of movie based on something, and the characters don't look right.
Just like the live action Robotech
Mm-hmm.
that they're planning.
Or
I don't mind a live action version of Robotech.
Yeah.
Just stay true to the anime.
Bingo.
or like look at the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
That was horrible. That was downright horrible.
Yeah. But now, hopefully, next year when they release a Mario movie,
Hmm?
it'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
Especially thanks to Nintendo overseeing it too.
Yep.
Thank you, Miyamoto.
Yep. Like, thank you so much. Yeah, and think about this. You've got movies trying to be based on something. What was it? Dragon Ball Evolution. All I needed was 30 seconds. I saw that commercial and I said, I'm not even a fan of Dragon Ball, and the Dragon Ball fans are gonna be up in arms.
Yeah.
And I was right too. And it's like, my God, it's like Hollywood. I think is trying to do too much of something, and not seeing. It's like I go back to the Mass comic book that was like back in like 2012 to 15 or something like that. Now, I did not mind Matt Tracker being African American. That didn't bother me, okay? What did bother me was the fact they made him a juvenile delinquent. That turned me off. I said, why not have a successful African American for a change? Instead of
Right.
the usual stereotype.
Yep.
In fact, they made the entire Mass team a bunch of former juvenile delinquents. Like, oh, are you kidding me? Now, I wouldn't mind Matt being African American. I wouldn't mind updates to the vehicles. Just stick to the regular heart of the story.
Right. I mean, shoot, another video game movie that I saw fail, that I consider was a failure, was the Resident Evil movies.
Mm-hmm.
They were not true to the games at all, and now they're trying to revive it to where it's current or like true to it.
Yeah, and it's like Halo going on over at Paramount Plus. I have never played the game, so I have to look at it from a non-gamer's perspective. Now, I like it so far. I have not seen episodes 4 and 5 or 6. I think there's like 6 episodes so far.
That sounds
Eh,
about right.
yeah. So
How about
I
Battle Angel Alita?
oh,
Who's seen
that
the
was
live action version of that?
terrible. That one was awful.
I've never seen that one.
And how
Yeah,
about
they're
and how about this one? Ghost in the Shell. The one Scarlett Johansson did the I forgot that soldier's name, but a lot of people were not happy with that. However, they did get an actual actor from the original anime to play, I believe, the man in charge. So,
Yeah.
I give him points for that one. Yeah, Silent Hill was more accurate. At least it created the atmosphere better. That's true.
I tried watching a little bit of it the other night.
Uh huh.
Guess what?
You couldn't finish it.
Nope. It was almost over anyway. So I went ahead and flipped over to Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's like it's like me when I went to see Morbius on Sunday on this past no, I'm sorry, April 3rd, a couple Sundays ago. you know, I want to see just how bad it was. It was bad. In fact, it's so bad. I think in the 5 weeks it's been in the theaters, it hasn't even made $100 million yet. It is probably the lowest ever performer for a Marvel movie.
I forget the. I was listening to one of the. It was. I think it was Watch Mojo.
Uh-huh.
They had the movies that made the smallest amount of movies, and one of them, I can't remember the name of the movie, only made $35.
I think it was a Kevin Spacey movie, if I remember correctly.
Probably.
Yeah, I believe it was a Kevin Spacey movie, if I remember, because he's been in that controversy himself. So, but I mean, I feel like today, social media can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing too. Especially when, I mean, I'm trying my best not to spread misinformation. Because heck, I don't even, because you remember when COVID started in 2020, I was getting flagged for statements I made. It's like, it's got nothing to do with COVID. What's going on? It was their algorithm. Facebook's algorithm was
Yeah.
causing so many problems for a lot of people at that time.
Oh
But
yeah.
I mean, I try my best. I try not to spread misinformation to the best of my ability. I'll look things up first. But the one thing I can't stand, especially on Facebook, when you say, "Hey, spread the word. There's a missing child here." Blah 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 blah. I double check everything. The missing child has already been found, and in some cases there were 3 missing children. At the post, I think like 2019, the kids were found in 2016, alive and safe.
Wow.
I absolutely hate it when they do that because that takes away from the real kids who are actually missing.
When we
Right.
go out, they post either silver alert, amber alert. I think there's one for kids and
Hmm.
one for seniors.
Hmm.
And yeah, and we'll post the thing on the overhead signs.
Yeah.
And plus that, I get notifications on my phone when there's like an amber alert.
Yeah. Well, here's something else. GT South, my favorite go-to place. While Mom was at the wrestling thing, I went to GT South to have dinner. Now, I found out earlier in the week that they were going to have a limited menu of hot dogs and hamburgers. So, when I went there, I knew what to expect. I didn't get upset about it at all. Because as it turns out, Tori, the chef, he was attending that WWE event himself.
Oh, that's ironic.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome. But
but
ironic.
it's like okay, now that explains the but I never got upset because I knew they had posted it. I wonder if anybody did I doubt any a lot of people I doubt if anybody got upset because they knew they had posted it early in the week that it was going to be a limited menu. So it's like you've got no excuse to say, "Oh, the menu's too limited." They had posted it.
Yeah. Also, it is 10, by the way.
Oh, yes, it is. So I think it's a good point to
Time
wrap this
flies.
up. Well, we did, for despite not having too many stories, we covered a pretty good thing.
Yeah, we covered a lot despite not having very many articles.
Mm-hmm. All right. So anyway, our plan, of course, is tomorrow is trivia
Hey,
night. Go ahead.
might I suggest a slight change of name for this Wednesday since we have a slow news day?
That's all right. No, it's fine.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is
we may. I
fine.
mean, let's face it. Situations like this may not, you know, not warrant it, but I mean, you never know when something could get amped up in a hurry. Because
Yeah.
remember, news travels fast. So
Yep.
all right, so anyway, of course, tomorrow is Trivia Thursday, and Friday, our game night game will be Among Us.
Yep. And also, I will not be live tomorrow, but I will be back on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got some work to do with the school.
Yep. I got some stuff that I want to get done at the school, and I won't be back home before noon.
Right, which is
So,
fine. But yeah, but I mean, tomorrow we're gonna start slowing down with trivia night. Oh yeah, something else for me tomorrow. For me tomorrow, I actually have a social at my job from 5 to 7.
Nice.
So I don't have to go home straight away from work. It's gonna be interesting because you see, they call it the Lakeview Social, but it doesn't cover just the people I work with. It covers everyone in the building. There's 4 floors worth of people.
Lord.
Yeah. Well, maybe not that many people, so, but still. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the ending if I can. Bear with me because my Streamlabs has gone very slow tonight. Let's see. Come on, get down. There we go. All right, we got it. All right. So with that in mind, I'm going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow for Trivia Thursday. Night, everybody.